Salut à tous. On se retrouve et ben pour la suite d'Horizon Zero Dawn, l'épisode 3. Sur ce, sans plus attendre, le jeu. Hop. Et on reprend exactement où on s'était arrêté la dernière fois. Parce que on est comme ça ici. Ok, on venait de choper le pouvoir de capturer les poneys. Donc, ça me trigger de pas l'avoir découvert. Mon cheval. Cool. C'est quoi ça? Un renard? Ça ressemble à un renard. C'est un renard. Il y a plein de renards. Et de 1. Où est le deuxième? Il est pas là.
Got one.
Hop. Ok, bon. J'aurais aimé avoir des petits os de renard, mais ce sera pour une autre fois. Il y a un lapin. Nice. Il y a un glouglou. Peau de lapin. Oh, il y a exactement ce qu'il me faut là. Il est où l'autre? Il est loin, en fait. C'est pour ça. Ah ouais, il est méga loin. Salut Blaskovic, tu vas bien? Ah bah tu vois, je t'avais dit. Merde. Bon bah parfait. Si cette fois-ci tu peux profiter du live
Looks good.
sans que ça bug, on est bien. Très bien. Est-ce qu'on va décimer la faune du coin? Ou est-ce qu'on va faire la mission? Ce serait peut-être pas mal. Hein. Bah écoute, ça va, ouais, merci. Plutôt pas mal. Ce petit jour férié là.
Need them soon enough.
Des éclats de métal. Ok. On va continuer. Juste vérifier un truc. Ah. Capacité de lance-câble. Capacité de... Ok. Il nous faut une peau de renard. Et une peau de sanglier et des os de lapin. Ok. Et paf! Eh bien, pas d'os de lapin. Ah, un petit renard. Ok. Et rien en ce qui concerne des renards. Go, go, go. Allez, c'est parti. C'est qui lui?
He's safe with grandmother. Whatever happens to me, he'll be safe.
The sacred land is my home. I never want to leave it.
Ok. Toujours pas. Bah si, il est en français. Regarde, tout est écrit en français. Merde. Putain, il est parti 10 fois trop loin. Ah, bah c'est parce que j'ai dû choisir les voix en anglais. C'est quoi ce bruit de ouf? Non, j'ai dû choisir les voix anglaises.
That'll help.
Attends, lui, il me vendrait quoi? Ah ouais. Plein de belles choses, visiblement. Ah oui, vraiment plein de belles choses. C'est quoi ça? Et ben on verra sûrement plus tard parce que voilà. Avançons.
Sounds of fighting. Just outside the gates. The gates are shut.
Watch yourselves! Bring it closer! Closer!
Varl, I take it?
Aloy. The outcast who won the proving. So you survived your wounds.
High Matriarch Tirsa said you might know the way to Meridian.
The capital of the Carja Sundom? You seek exile?
No. A traitor named Olin. The Matriarchs made me a seeker so I could go after him.
Huh. Well, then you should head north to Mother's Crown. If you make it, talk to Maria. She'll point the way.
If I make it?
The trail is dangerous. Ever since the War Party massacre, our lands go unpatrolled, and our borders unguarded. We have no war chief to lead us.
Isn't that Resh's job?
Ugh. Only because Sona went missing. I'd go after her myself, but she ordered me to hold this gate with my life. And so I have.
Ok.
You said the trail is dangerous. What sorts of dangers?
Almost too many to name. The killers are still out there, and somehow they've corrupted the machines, spreading madness.
Yes, I've seen it myself.
Bandits too. Cutthroats who snuck across the border to prey on us. The word is, there's a camp in the metal ruins upriver.
Sounds like I need to craft more arrows. You said I won the proving. How did you know that?
I spoke to survivors. They said you fought bravely, as did Bast. And my sister.
Your sister was Vala? I'm very sorry. I liked her. I think we might have even become friends. If we'd had a chance.
Thank you. She died saving others. There is no better death.
You said the war party was massacred. How?
When word came of the attack on the Proving, War Chief Sona assembled a war party to give chase. But in their haste to get vengeance, some braves broke rank and raced ahead, straight into a trap. A pack of crazed machines, seething with corruption, fell upon the braves and savaged them. War Chief Sona led a countercharge and destroyed the machines, but by then the killers were gone, and our losses were extreme.
You said War Chief Sona is missing?
Even when the war party was massacred, she wouldn't give up the chase. She called for volunteers and went after the killers.
You didn't volunteer?
Of course I did, but Sona denied me that. She ordered me to see the wounded back to the Embrace, and to guard this gate, to guard the Embrace with my life. That was days ago, and since then there's been no word from her.
So there's no way to know if she's alive or dead.
If anyone could survive out there, it would be her. Sona's prowess is legend, an unbending spear to measure ourselves against.
Sounds like she sets a high standard.
Ugh, you have no idea. She's my mother.
Ok.
I should be on my way.
Aloy, before you make the journey to Mother's Crown and beyond, is there any chance you could search for Sona? The tribe needs her leadership. I'd go after her myself if she hadn't commanded me to hold this gate at all costs.
Where was she last seen?
The War Party massacre site. A wooded hollow across from Devil's Thirst, on this side of the river. You might be able to pick up her trail there. Now, she went after the killers who attacked the Proving, who killed those we love, who tried to kill you.
I get it, Varl. I'll see what I can do.
Salut Darkong, comment tu vas?
A Strider!
No, don't attack. It's with me.
How is that possible?
It's hard to explain. Something I discovered.
I see.
Ça faisait longtemps. Tu joues à quoi en ce moment?
May the goddess protect.
Bah écoute, moi c'est la première fois que j'y joue. Donc petit live découverte. Hein. Et c'est vraiment très cool. Hein. Je m'étais pas jeté dessus au moment où c'est sorti, mais c'est vrai que là, j'apprécie énormément le jeu. Par contre, je passe mon temps à ramasser des conneries. Ah ouais, je comprends, je connais ça. Bah ouais, c'est vrai que sur PC, il va être splendide, je pense. Hein. Là, si t'as un gros PC, il y a moyen que ce soit magnifique. Ok, là il y a un truc là. Je sais pas ce que c'est. J'ai presque envie d'aller voir. Là il y a une quête, visiblement. Ah ouais, en ultra difficile, ok. Là je t'avoue que je me suis mis en normal. J'ai pas envie de... J'avais pas envie de trop de challenge. Des fois ça m'arrive. Je vais appeler mon cheval. Ok, donc ce que j'en comprends, c'est que tu l'as jamais fait, le jeu d'Arkong. Un i7, un ennemi, un 1, les cartes graphiques. Ouais, ah bah les cartes graphiques c'est abusé. Hein. Les cartes graphiques c'est ce qui coûte le plus cher dans un PC maintenant. Sauf évidemment si tu prends le tout dernier processeur i9, mais...
Goodbye, quiet approach.
Attends, il veut vraiment se battre là le poney là? Oui, clairement. Ah, il a bolos mon cheval. Ah oui, d'accord, ok. Ok. Mais tu veux le refaire sur PC, c'est ça?
Are you alright, Hunter? Were you injured when the war party was ambushed?
Not exactly. And I'm not a hunter, or a brave, or anything really. You shouldn't even be talking to me.
Well, whoever you are, you're hurt. What happened?
My name's Kren. I thought I'd have a go at the trials at the hunting grounds over the rise, you know, hone my skills. It didn't go very well.
Ouais, les animations faciales, je les trouve pas si ratées, hein.
You got injured at a hunting grounds? How?
Well, I was aiming for a canister on the back of a grazer, and my bowstring snapped, and I tripped, and... forget it. It wasn't pretty, okay? I just wanted to train a bit. Hunting grounds are perfect for that. They offer trials, which are like challenges, and they give you marks if you accomplish objectives or beat certain times. The keep is up there on the hill, just to the north. Talk to him to do a trial. I'm sure you'd do better than I did.
Why did you say you weren't anything at all, and that I shouldn't talk to you?
I stole a bow, okay? And got cast out. This was before the proving, so now I can't even fight for my tribe in its time of need. I have to live in the wild by myself, which is why I wanted some training. Honestly, I'm just glad the keeper would talk to me. I think he might be in exile or something. He doesn't seem to care about the laws of the matriarchs.
Things aren't exactly going your way, are they? Is there anything I can do to help?
No. I'll be all right. My father always said All Mother had a plan for me. Before he got run over by a strider anyway.
I need to get going, Kren.
All right. Be careful. Especially if you're heading north. And be sure to hit the hunting grounds if you want to train up.
Ok. Tac. Non, j'ai pas le DLC, mais je vais peut-être le prendre. Je vais peut-être prendre ça, ouais. Alors, je viens d'avoir plusieurs quêtes, dont une zone de chasse. Et il faut faire quoi là? Faire tomber, d'accord. Ok. Et il me faut une arme spéciale. Attends, je veux tester ce truc là. Très dur le DLC, ah ouais? Intéressant. Alors attends, qu'est-ce qu'il faut que je fasse? Il faut que j'aille de l'autre côté. Ah, au clavier, j'avoue. Bah après, tu peux brancher ta PS4, hein. Ta manette de PS4. C'est ça qui est plutôt pratique maintenant. D'accord, ok. Ok, bah si c'est un choix, écoute, très bien. C'est là-haut, hein. Ouais. Ok, on y est. Ah mais t'as raison, t'as raison. Je comprends. C'était quoi qui me disait là? C'était pas une fronde explosive qui me manquait là? Par contre, ça veut dire qu'il va me manquer plein de... Rejoindre le lieu du massacre, ok. Tuer un lance-câble, Karja. Ok. C'est quoi la différence? Et les trucs, je piche pas encore forcément très bien. Hein. Ok. Bah ouais, c'est ça. C'est un peu le bordel. En fait, je comprends pas la différence entre un lance-câble et un lance-câble Karja, à part que... bah, il me faut un lance-câble Karja pour faire une quête. Mais je vois pas vraiment la diff. Ok. Et combien j'ai d'argent là? Là j'ai qu'un seul point. Ah oui, j'ai 151 éclats. Et c'était 180? C'était ça? 180. Sinon il suffit de péter la gueule à certaines bestioles et puis voilà. On n'en parle plus. C'est peut-être pas si simple que ça, en vrai.
Shouldn't use my weapons up here. It'd be cheating.
Ce serait tricher, ok. Bon, on va lui parler, on verra bien ce que ça donne. Salut.
I spoke to Kren. He told me this is a hunting grounds where you offer tests of skill.
Poor Kren. Not the best hunter, but at least he keeps his chin up. You bear the mark of a seeker. I've heard of those, but never seen one. You have the matriarch's leave to come and go as you like from the sacred land?
Yes, but I would have gone even without their permission.
Is that so? Then maybe you and I can speak plainly. Truth is, I've had dealings with the Karja. I represent an organization called the Hunter's Lodge in Meridian. We test promising young hunters with trials at places like these. You might be just the kind of person we're looking for. Why don't you sample the trials and see? Just to be clear, though, I'd appreciate it if you kept our conversation in confidence, especially when it comes to the matriarchs.
D'accord.
You're not supposed to be here, are you?
No. My friend and I left the sacred land and returned. The matriarchs wouldn't approve, to say the least. We're hunters at heart. Left because we wanted to find new herds and new machines. That's why the Hunter's Lodge appealed to us. But the Karja wouldn't have us if they knew we were Nora, so we wore Karja clothes when we brought our marks to them. After a while, it felt like we were caught between worlds. Not quite Karja, not quite Nora. We started to miss home. So we came back and set up our own hunting grounds.
You think it'll work? Staying here without the matriarch's permission?
I'm not sure. But we don't believe in their rules. There's a big world out there, and ignoring it doesn't help anyone.
Ah, comment j'ai fait la ligne mauve? Attends, je te dis ça tout de suite, parce que je t'avoue, je m'en souviens même plus. Tac, tac, tac. Je vais te dire ça. Hop. Comment j'ai fait? Alors. Ça doit être du markdown. Ah oui, c'est ça. En fait, on a fait... tu mets des chevrons. Un supérieur. Le signe supérieur. En fait, à chaque fois que tu mets le signe supérieur avant le plus, donc le signe supérieur, ça va faire la ligne, et le plus, ça va faire le point. Le point de la liste. Alors, info sur les épreuves.
The Hunter's Lodge hosts hunting ground trials throughout the world, each offering hunters a chance to test their skills.
What do I get for completing them?
Pride in accomplishment,
Yes.
as well as marks, depending on how well you fare. Here, we offer the tools trials.
What kind of tools?
Hunting isn't just about your bow. It's about using everything available to you, even your surroundings. You'll see once you start taking the trials.
Ok.
What is the Hunter's Lodge?
It's a group of hunters who compete to bring down the mightiest machines in the land, run by the Karja in Meridian. You can see it yourself if you win 3 half-suns from the hunting grounds. Just to warn you, though, they're not fond of Nora. Choose your trial, and I'll tell you how it works.
Ok. Épreuve des pièces? Question? Non, épreuve des
Test
pièces.
your skill with bow and arrow by shooting parts off the backs of grazers as quickly as possible.
D'accord.
Perfect. I'll start timing when you start down a rope.
Ah, c'était donc ça. L'espèce de... D'accord, j'avais pas compris. Ça marche? Bon bah cool. Si tu veux plus d'infos, il suffit que tu cherches le langage Markdown. M-A-R-K-D-O-W-N. Et tu vas voir, tu vas trouver facilement sur internet des articles qui te disent quoi faire pour faire des mises en page. Donc, faire tomber les bonbonnes des brouteurs, commencer l'épreuve en descendant une corde. Est-ce que j'ai pris le truc qui fait que quand je prends une corde, je tire en... Je crois pas. En fait, je suis con, je pense que on peut juste... J'ai merdé. J'ai grave merdé. Ouais, ouais. On s'est un peu fait chier avec Fabien. Honnêtement, on s'est vraiment un peu fait chier à faire les descriptions et tout. Hein. Histoire que ça présente bien, que les icônes soient cool et tout. Bah après, moi j'ai fait appel à un... Enfin j'ai fait appel. C'est un bien grand mot de dire j'ai fait appel, mais je travaille avec un graphiste. Je lui ai demandé de me filer un coup de main là-dessus. Ce qu'il a fait avec plaisir. C'est moi ou c'est dur ça? J'ai l'impression que c'est extrêmement dur comme défi. Et que je vais pas m'en sortir. Et que ce serait mieux si je le faisais sûrement à un autre moment. Et que je vois même pas où ils sont. Ah, là.
Start.
Ok, j'ai fini l'épreuve, mais c'était pas foufou, hein. Ça marche. Ça marche, Blaskovic. À bientôt. Enfin, peut-être à tout à l'heure. Pas vraiment dur, car il y a une arme qui Expulse tout sur les ennemis. Ok. Ah bah c'est peut-être parce que j'y... C'est peut-être parce que c'est trop tôt. J'y suis allé trop tôt.
First time out, and that's how you do it. Here's a half sun. Go a little faster next time, and you'll earn a full sun.
D'accord, ok.
Time for me to head out.
I'll be here when you're ready to test yourself.
Ok, bon, je continuerai. Et là, je pense que j'ai pas les armes ou le level qu'il faut. Mais on y reviendra. Ah, et bah c'est marqué niveau 16 en plus. Quoi? Ah, mais c'est une... Il y a des trucs que je pige pas quand même. Hein. Boîte, demi-soleil. Waouh, waouh, waouh. Il y a beaucoup de choses à comprendre. Hein. Oh. Ça a failli être le drame. Je pensais qu'il m'avait pas vu ce bâtard. Mais si. Ok. En même temps, vu comment je suis arrivé là-dedans. Donc, là...
My focus is picking up some kind of signal. Maybe I can scan it.
Son focus capte un signal. Ah oui.
That signal. Where is it coming from?
C'est quoi? C'est une activité. Ok.
Is that a corpse next to it?
Il y a trop de trucs à faire. Très beau chapeau.
Danger ahead, girl.
Danger for you, Outlander. This is Norland.
Yes, yes, yes. Trespass is forbidden on pain of death. Strange phrase, the pain of death. See? This one's in no pain at all.
Who was he?
A thief, slaver, a killer. The kind that give honest killers a bad name.
Frall told me there would be bandit ambushes on the road.
Well, it's not all good news. They don't always come to you. Most dig out a camp, and there they'll sit like spoil on meat.
Unless someone does something about it?
I like you. Follow the trail of smoke on the other side of the ruins. I'll be there.
Ok. Ok, sauf que moi je veux faire le truc du grand coup là. Ça a l'air bien. Ah mais c'est loin ça, c'est loin sa mère. Ça c'est quoi? On sait pas ce que c'est. Et là, c'était quoi ça? Des ruines. Ah bah c'est probable hein. Parce que je te dis, moi, elle me choque pas hein, les animations faciales. Je veux faire le grand coup. Je sais pas ce que c'est, mais ça a l'air cool.
The snow's got a bite out here. Those ruins. That must be Devil's Thirst. City of the old ones. Of the metal world.
Là, c'est des galopeurs. Ok, très bien. Moi, je veux le grand coup. Allons-y. La VF qui fait ça? Ah, peut-être. Moi, j'ai un doute quand même. Oh, il y a peut-être eu un patch, hein. What?
Most of them should stay went after the killers from the
Putain, je me suis fait déglingue. Ah, mais il reste un mec là. Détends-toi, toi. Ok. Ok. Pourquoi ça m'a agressé comme ça, ce bordel là?
A tall neck.
Ah.
Ross described. The signal must be coming from its head. I need to get up there.
Excellent. Il y a un feu. On va faire une sauvegarde rapide. Et on va tenter de grimper à ce merdier.
Those legs look too difficult to climb. I'll have to find another way.
Faut grimper à un truc peut-être.
I should be able to jump onto the tall neck from here. Made it. Now to climb up to its head.
Putain, on se croirait dans Shadow of the Colossus. Excellent. Ah, le méga kiff quoi.
Just give me a moment, and I'll be off your back. Notice everything along its path.
Excellent.
Sees to other machines.
C'est quoi ça? Ok. Il y a un truc là, non? Donc là, j'ai fait apparaître la piste, c'est ça? Je comprends rien, mais c'est la piste du gros truc, non? Trop d'infos là. Eh ouais, mais c'est la piste de ce merdier. Ok, on en est où là? Je pige plus. Ah, le grand coup, ça dévoile tout. Si je comprends bien. Ça dévoile la map. Et ça me donne les infos des autres grands coups à faire. Donc il en reste 4. Très bien. Ok, c'est les tours de d'Assassin's Creed quoi. Point de données. J'ai des nouveaux trucs. Point de données de texte monde. D'accord. Machine. Il y a tellement de trucs à comprendre. Il y a trop d'infos au début. Hein. Honnêtement, j'adore le jeu, hein, mais il y a trop d'infos. Un cure-dent antique, ça ressemble à un tire-bouchon quand même. Est-ce que je peux crafter des choses ici? Toujours pas, je crois. Il me manque une peau de renard, un os de lapin et une peau de sanglier. Ok. Ok. « 15% des dégâts infligés par les attaques. » C'est ça que je voulais prendre. Prenons-le. Ok. Ça me dit pas ce qu'on fait. Ça c'est quoi? Soif du démon. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce truc? Et ça là c'est quoi? Ce bordel là. Putain, faut trouver ça partout là? Oh là là, ça va être l'enfer. Ça ressemble à une ancienne ville ici. Hein.
Can't be too prepared. That's coming with me.
Ok. Est-ce que t'as chopé le platine dans ce jeu, Darkwing? Putain, ça y est, il pleut là. On voit que dalle quand il pleut. Ouais, y a pas de trophée lié à les difficultés, ouais. C'est ce que j'avais vu quand j'avais commencé à regarder les trophées. Ok, donc t'as fait le tratine. Et c'est faisable là? Il va falloir se taper toutes les merdes à chercher là? Toutes les... je sais pas comment on appelle ça d'ailleurs. Les données? Tous les petits collectibles là? À scanner? Ah ouais, ok. Ça va peut-être pas trop m'amuser ça. On verra à ce moment-là.
What was this?
Je suis où là? Partie de chasse. C'était quoi? C'était une quête? Pas du tout. Si, c'était une quête. Pour faire ses preuves au pavillon des chasseurs, de chez un certain nombre de machines. Bon, c'est trop haut level ça. Camp de bandits soif du démon. Ah! On va faire ça. Putain, mais il y a des icônes qui apparaissent tout le temps. C'est quoi ce bordel encore? C'est quoi le carré? Putain, je comprends rien. Il y a trop d'infos en fait. C'est quoi ici là? Le truc il est là. Ah bah. Ok, j'ai compris. Ok, ok, c'est bon, pardon, j'ai compris. Donc c'est plutôt pratique. Les données apparaissent sur la carte. Enfin, sur le radar. Chez le sanglier.
As it comes.
Putain, on est clairement dans une ancienne ville et tout. Les feux rouges. Les parcs-mètres. Ouah, c'est dingo, hein. L'univers du jeu est dingue.
Definitely awake now.
Cool, il refait beau. Waouh, c'est ouf. Bah écoute, ouais, je veux bien comprendre que t'as hâte. Ça a l'air dingue. Ça a l'air littéralement dingue. Putain, l'univers est dingue. Vraiment. Waouh. Avec les carcasses de voitures et tout, c'est dingue.
Quarles spoke of a bandit camp and some metal ruins. That must be the place there. Just keep an eye out around here.
Quoi? Attends. Ah mais non, je veux pas qu'il repleuve moi. C'est une bête ça? Ouais. Petit renard? J'avais pas tué un... C'est quoi ça? Ah c'est une machine. Ok. J'avais pas tué un fucking dindon là? Il est là? Ah bah ouais mais c'est pas pratique. Voilà. Merci. Putain je pense que le 2 il va être fou hein. D'accord, ok. On se concentre. On essaye d'avancer, de pas s'arrêter toutes les 3 secondes. Oh putain, il y a des bestioles partout. Alors qu'il me faut toutes ces bestioles là. Putain mais je passe mon temps à faire n'importe quoi sauf la quête quoi.
Nutritious.
C'est quoi ça là? Ah bah c'est le mec que je dois voir. Par contre il fait un temps de merde hein, dans ce pays là. Ah, il y a des méchants là. C'est les truands. Oh, il y a du loot là.
I'm glad you came.
You're glad. Why?
Call it a shared interest. And call me Nil. Look there, those old rocks. A bandit clan squats under them. Disturb the rocks and they'll come wriggling out. Worms that they are.
Bandits. Why have they come here?
Denora are in trouble. Rumors spread like blood. With no braves to guard the border, killers hungry for sport slip right through. My partner and I shadowed these scum for days. Good tracker, but he went on ahead without me. We talked about this kind of behavior. Still, I understand. Leave it too long, your fingers itch for the bowstring. Say, how about you and I work together? Kill them all.
I don't know you, and I have no reason to trust you.
Trust is a rare egg to find, isn't it? I'm just a traveler, with a bow, concerned about the state of these lands, and a missing partner.
I don't think you're just anything at all.
Let me put it another way. Are you a bandit?
Of course not.
Then you have nothing to fear from me.
Ok.
All right. Someone has to stop them from hurting others.
And we will. We'll stop them from doing anything. Save screaming a while. Go ahead and take the lead. I look forward to seeing what you're capable of.
Eh ben ok.
That's the alarm. Let them sound it and more will come running. It's a gift. And if you're the heroic kind who needs a little extra, there's the captives.
Ok, bah c'est parti alors. Ah, il y a un poisson. Oh putain, un loup de verre. Ok. Désolé pour ce petit interlude de pêche. Let's go. Est-ce qu'on va essayer de se faire ça en mode discretos? Est-ce qu'on peut tous les marquer? Et alors? Et le 2. Ok.
If they light that signal, it'll make a lot of noise.
Is there something in that grass?
Comment ça je suis grillé? Quoi? Oh! Ok. Ok, j'ai mérité. Putain, le problème c'est qu'on voit rien avec cette flotte de merde là. Alors, j'ai chopé un dindon, c'est quoi l'autre truc? Identifier quête, la piste du chef de guerre. Un raton laveur, ok. Camp de bandits. Putain, mais sérieusement? Ok. Alors, c'est comment les cons? Ah oui, ok, il est là-haut lui.
Haven't you got anything better to do? Over here.
Ok. Il nous en reste encore des masses là? Oui.
Finally.
Ok, donc là ça s'est calmé.
Me, not so much.
Keep moving with eyes open. Huh? Scaring myself.
Putain, c'est dur. Hein.
Make it hurt!
Là, je suis discret là. Ou pas.
The bandits brought their prisoners here.
Ok. Il en reste plus que 3. Bah si, il en reste plus que 3, tout va bien. Plus que 2.
It's okay. In a moment, you'll be free. It's all right. I'm getting you out.
Oh là là.
This one'll hurt.
Est-ce qu'on a terminé? Oui.
Seeker, may I speak with you?
Bien sûr, ouais. Tu peux. Qu'est-ce que tu veux? Ok, bon, il me vend des trucs, très bien.
I'm honored. All Mother be praised.
Are you all right? Is there something you need?
Yes. My friends and I watched you clear the bandits out of this camp. We're glad. They would steal from us, chase us through the night laughing. We're outcasts, not braves. Almost defenseless.
Where did you all come from?
Some of us have wandered the sacred lands for years. As for me, the village I grew up in was burned in the Red Raids. I'm ashamed I wasn't there to protect them, but I was an outcast long before the Karja came.
Ok.
How did you all come to be here together?
You wonder how we speak to each other when the law forbids it. But what hope do we have here, outside the embrace, alone?
I wasn't judging you. I was an outcast once.
Forgive me. You're right to ask. I convinced them to speak. I told them we were only sentenced to be outcast, not to die out here.
An intelligent approach. How did you come to be an outcast?
I was a fool. I refused to do what I was told. Never went hunting when I could sit under a tree instead. I argued with my family every step, picked fights with other braves. One day, such a fight grew fierce. I got a lucky hit, an unlucky one. He went down, and there was no one left to speak for me. I deserved to be an outcast.
You seem different from the person you describe.
I hope to be.
Ok.
We are all outcasts, but we need to stay together to survive. This camp we once hated could serve us well now. Would you let us stay here, even if it flies in the face of the matriarch's laws?
Of course, by all means.
Oh, I'd hoped you'd say so. You're an inspiration to us. Thank you.
Ok. Parler à Neil. Il est là-bas, d'accord. Eh ben merci Dark Wong. Merci, merci. Reviens quand tu veux, c'était cool.
Feels good, doesn't it? Hold it inside you one last breath. Then let it out.
Ugh. I didn't find your partner.
They killed him. I hardly feel surprised. He was already getting cocky when we carved through the last bandit camp. I thought he and I would agree. Only enjoy the killing as much as the challenge. No great loss. Nothing in the wilds I can't handle, just me and the voice of our teeth here.
Your bow has a name?
Yours doesn't?
You're not just a traveler. That armor was fitted for you, and the way you hold your bow.
I said a concerned traveler. I was a soldier, but I was a soldier longer than there was a war, if you follow. Where the arrowhead passes between armor and skin, that's the place I belong. So I make opportunities to find it. That's like coming home.
Have you ever thought about hunting machines?
No, they don't get that look in their eyes.
Did bandits wrong you somehow?
They wrong us all. They live filthy lives, so they have to die that way too.
So you hunt them down to help others?
No. For sport. I can't wait for wars anymore. Life's too short and the thrill of death too sharp. If you kill a tribesman, there'll be retribution. Hunt a boar, they complain if you waste the meat. But bandits, they're vicious. They always put up a fight, and no one cares if you kill them.
I'm not sure who's worse. You or them.
We're standing. They're not. Clearly, we were better.
Chelou.
Here? I'm afraid so. But we live in a world of ruins, and bandits are drawn to them like infection to a wound. You wouldn't let that infection set in, would you? I'm sure we'll meet again.
Maybe. If it can't be helped.
If we pass each other by, we'll know it by our
Ok. Et ben on va passer un level avec ces conneries. Ok, cool. Est-ce qu'on a des bestioles ici? Oui. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire? Ok, donc ça clean le truc et depuis on a un camp. Camp de bandits niveau 7. Ici on a un feu qu'on n'a pas déverrouillé. Qu'est-ce que c'est comme bête ça? a déjà rencontrés peut-être. Ça, à mon avis, on l'a pas fait. Hein. Je vois pas ce que c'est. On a des zones de chasse. Ouais, il y a des bestiaux qu'on n'a pas rencontrés hein, pour le coup. Ça, je pense qu'on l'a jamais vu. On va aller chercher le feu, en l'occurrence. Où est-ce que j'ai mis mon flag? Là-bas. Allez, go. Ah! Un sanglier. Non! Il n'y aura pas ce que je veux.
Last.
Pas passer loin cette histoire. Ok. Et paf la truite.
I probably needed the wash.
Quoi? Quel enfer! Ok.
Drawing back.
Donc ici il fait toujours un temps de merde visiblement. Réceptacle antique. Ok, 2 sur 12. Je sais pas ce que c'est. Mais il y a eu un trophée tout à l'heure quand j'ai eu le premier. Donc ça doit pas être de la merde. On a eu le feu de camp. Il est là. Très bien. Et donc les bêtes, elles sont où? Putain, on voit rien du tout. The fuck, c'est un rat ça? Galopeur. Putain, je sais pas viser, hein.
It looks like that machine carries fluid in those sacks. Not sure I want to find out what kind.
Ok, donc visiblement ça fait du feu, très bien. Objet à collectionner. Ok. Les données, ok. Bon, on va se barrer en fait. Parce que là on fait de la merde depuis tout à l'heure, on tourne en rond pour rien. Ah mais il y a encore un feu ici. Ça ne s'arrête jamais. Quelle quête on va prendre maintenant? Alors, on a deux quêtes principales, une tâche à accomplir, une zone de chasse. Ok, bon, on va partir sur la quête principale, je pense que c'est le mieux. C'est où? Ok, faut tout retraverser. Super. Là, il y a une zone de chasse aussi? Non. Non. Pas du tout. Ok. Là, c'est notre copain. On va tracer, hein. Pas s'emmerder. Ouah, c'est dingue ici.
I might need that.
Il y a des bêtes là. Oh, j'ai pas envie de me les friter.
You're not gonna be the one to stop me.
Ok.
Calm, calm.
Putain, j'ai cru voir un truc bouger juste à côté de moi. paf le lapin. Ok, go. Allez, on trace, c'est en face. En plus, il a l'air de faire nettement plus beau de ce côté-là de la rivière. C'est quoi ce merdier là? Un brouteur, ok. Allez, go, go, go.
This must be where the war party got
Hop là, il y a un truc ici.
such destruction.
C'est bon. On l'a eu. Attends, c'est où la quête? Ouais, je suis dessus. On va enlever le point. Effacer marqueur. Rejoindre le lieu du massacre. Ok, c'est bon. Examiner le champ de bataille. Ok.
Maybe the war chief left something behind. Some clue as to where she went. Lots of machines. All controlled by the killers. They sent a stampede of them down the slope.
Ok.
Look at this place. It's like Varl said. Another massacre. The Nora managed to take down a corruptor, but not before the killers used it to send the other machines against them.
On a examiné le champ de bataille, c'est ok. Parler aux survivants. Oh putain. Salut. Salut mon gars.
Let us speak.
The dead and wounded all cleared away. Are there no more braves or healers here?
Just me. You're hurt. What happened?
I didn't. It's madness out there. War Chief Sona sent me back to report. I'm no good to her like this.
Varl told me that the war chief tracked the killers. Did she find them?
We followed their trail, but again and again they sent corrupted machines to attack us. My wounds started to slow me down, so the war chief sent me back to let others know she hasn't given up the fight.
Ok.
So, you were here when the war party was ambushed?
I was. I thought after the proving there could be no darker day, but I was wrong. The war chief was delayed gathering the rear guard. Eager for revenge, the braves in the lead fell into the trap. Dozens lost in minutes. If Sona hadn't arrived and rallied us, no one would have survived.
Varl sent me to look for Sona. Do you know where she is now?
All I can tell you is where we parted. Near the metal tower, southeast of the ruins at Devil's Thirst. Look to the rise behind it with a lone boulder. I'll head for the embrace and report what I know to Varl and the others. May All Mother lend you strength. You'll need it, going alone.
Ok. On retourne là où j'étais, c'est ça? Et où le piaf que j'ai tué en plein vol? Bah. Pourquoi elle sort pas de l'eau cette conne? Merci. Eh ben on y retourne.
Spotted.
Merde. Je fais de la merde là. Ok. Allez, go. Putain, c'est chaud d'avoir les peaux de renard et tout là. Ah oui, la tour de métal, ça doit être là. Ok. Il y a un truc ici. À mon avis c'est en haut. Ah non.
This must be the rise Sona's runner told me about.
Ok. On peut faire le tour? Oui. Ah, yes, un loot bleu. Bonne nouvelle. Une peau de sanglier que j'ai pas pu prendre. faut absolument que je puisse augmenter ma capacité de stockage de ressources. Il faut les os de sanglier. Ok. Merci. Non, toujours pas. Sauf que là, j'ai une peau de sanglier et il me faut un os de lapin. Ah, j'ai encore eu de la peau de sanglier, parfait. Donc c'est là-haut.
The war chief stopped here. So they must have taken a moment to rest. Couldn't have been easy, going on after the ambush. Dressings for wounds. The runner wasn't the only one who got hurt. Might be a blood trail I could follow. I should try my focus. That old bow has seen a lot of action.
Ok, go.
Tracks. Boots and blood. Looks like Sona and her braves headed for that ridge.
Ok.
No turning back.
Non, non, non. Et chais. Propre. Enfin, propre, on a failli tomber quand même. Ok. Cool. Allez, on continue. Désolé. Désolé le renard. J'ai cru que j'allais être trop court. Ok.
A dead sawtooth. Maybe Sona took it out. She could be close. Save this for later.
Un dent de scie corrompu. Ah! Elle est donc vivante.
You're lucky I happened by. One heartbeat more, and that sawtooth would have torn you apart.
Half a heartbeat more and I would have killed it myself. So you're War Chief Sona? Varl asked me to find you.
Has he held the gate?
He has, bravely. I saw him kill a corrupted machine himself. But he worries for you.
Our tribe needs strength, not sentiment. I've tracked some of the killers who struck the Proving. I crave vengeance. Do you?
You have no idea.
Show me then. Lend me your strength. Follow.
Ok.
The killers are just across this ridge, digging the cursed earth.
Encore eu des données. Ah oui, c'est vrai, à la tour. Ah. Ok, donc les trucs comme ça, c'est des machines corrompues. C'est pas forcément clair. Hein. Putain, il me faut absolument des autres sangliers. Je suis où là? Ok. Donc ça doit être un endroit où il y a des bêtes corrompues qu'il faut se taper. Très bien. J'arrive tout de suite. Je vais aller me désaltérer. À tout de suite. Heureux. Ok. Eh ben, allons nous battre.
I know of them. I killed one at Mother's watch. Good meat.
Toujours pas d'os de sanglier. Alors qu'on bute des rats. Et qu'on vient de découvrir le feu de camp qui est là-bas.
Bolt clean. I wonder if you'll live up to it.
On va se faire une petite sauvegarde rapide d'ailleurs. Nice. On va reprendre aussi un peu de trucs à santé. C'est quoi, c'est une oie ça? Chais! Elle est où l'oie que j'ai buté? C'est elle? Oui. Oula.
Hours ago, I sent braves into hiding in the trees below. On my signal, they'll attack. The enemy and their demonic machines outnumber us, but we will have fury on our side.
We could have more than that.
Explain.
That's Blaze. What we used to burn, they used to blast. It's how they dug out this pit.
So we put fire to it and then?
Boom.
Then let us begin.
Whoa, wait. Let's not rush. Give me some time to make an approach. If I end up alerting them, open fire.
All right. Let's see what you can do.
Ok. Détruire les conteneurs de flambée facultatifs. Tuer les membres de la secte et les machines corrompues. Ok. Il y en a plein. Mais c'est trop chiant. Ok. Alors, comment on va faire? On va marquer les connards déjà. Ok, ok, ok. Tac. D'accord. Je crois qu'ils sont tous marqués. problème c'est les bestioles là. Si on passe par là, est-ce qu'on serait pas plus discret? J'ai l'impression que si. Par contre, la vraie question c'est comment on descend. Sans se faire repérer bien sûr. Ici.
Grass is moving, and it's not the wind.
Ok. Ok, c'était plutôt pas mal. Niveau 12. Je pense que je peux lui mettre une bonne petite tête.
Could be something here.
Ok.
So they woke up.
Ok, j'ai fait de la merde. Oh, j'ai fait grave de la merde. Oh. Qu'est-ce que j'ai foutu? J'ai vraiment fait de la merde. Ça fait mal. Ok. Ok. Ok, on va la refaire en plus détendu parce que là c'était un peu nawak. C'est dommage, ça avait bien commencé. Enfin, ça avait bien commencé. Le premier kill avait été propre. Ok.
Grass is moving, and it's not the wind.
pas. Pourquoi ça a pas fait un kill discret?
You won't survive this.
Search, I got him! Got you loaded!
Aïe! Putain, je l'ai pris en pleine gueule celui-là. Merci de mourir. Et bah voilà, c'était pas du tout ce que je voulais faire, mais ok.
I can't spare the wait.
Allez, on récupère des matériaux. On a récupéré tout ce qu'il nous fallait, je crois. Ok, ça je peux plus prendre. J'ai déjà trop de trucs.
This wasn't all the killers. I counted more at the war party massacre. If I have to chase their filthy shadows from here to Spear's Reach, I will.
You're hurt. Losing blood.
My health is not your concern.
No one doubts your determination, but you need rest.
She's right, War Chief. Give your wounds time to close.
Val, what are you doing here? I ordered you to hold that gate with your life.
And so I did, until the runner you sent returned with news of his encounter with Aloy and your location. I left the gate well guarded. My place is here, with you, with our vengeance. Am I not owed that?
Maybe I should have a look around. See if I can figure out where the rest of the killers are.
Do as you wish. Everyone else does.
Mother.
Ouais, vénère. Hein. Putain, bah ouais, mais j'ai trop de... Suivre la piste.
Commanders, over the past month, accidental blaze explosions have killed a dozen men. Here in the ring of metal, I've taken the precaution of placing our entire stockpile in a covered shelter, safe from stray sparks and lightning, and I've posted guards to control access. I urge you to take similar measures, or suffer the consequences. Supply Master Thran, out.
A blaze stockpile inside their base. Sabotage that, and we win. I found something. The rest of the killers are camped inside a ring of metal. Any idea what that means?
Damn them. The ring of metal lies in the ruins of Devil's Grief. That ground is taboo. I will return to the matriarchs, beg them to make an exception.
There's no time for that.
Blood spilled calls for blood spilled. If the ground is cursed, then let our vengeance sanctify it.
You blaspheme.
Please, War Chief, break the taboo.
Devil's Grief is a cursed place. But maybe Aloy's secret blessing can protect us. I'll send scouts ahead. Our force will assemble at the cliff above Red Echoes, and launch our attack from there.
Sounds like a plan. See you there.
Ok. Niveau 12. Ou pas. Si.
Bananas. Bananas.
Et merci du follow. Bienvenue KNX. Merci du follow, installe-toi bien, on est en train de jouer à Horizon Zero Dawn, si tu n'avais pas reconnu. Et c'est un premier run pour moi. Je découvre le jeu et pour le moment c'est une excellente découverte. Ça faisait longtemps que j'avais pas fait un aussi bon jeu d'aventure. Ok, qu'est-ce qu'on a de beau? Donc là-bas c'est la soif du démon. Est-ce qu'on a envie de retourner à la soif du démon? Je suis pas sûr. Hein. Surtout falloir qu'on se craft des extensions d'inventaire parce que là c'est plus possible en fait. Et donc, qu'est-ce qu'on a besoin pour crafter ces fameuses extensions d'inventaire? Putain, des os de sanglier. Os de lapin. Peau de renard. Peau de renard, œufs de lapin. Ok, il y a un sanglier ici. C'est quoi là-bas? C'est un renard? Lapin. Toujours pas d'os. J'ai raté ma flèche. Ok. Et je pense que on n'aura pas ce qu'on veut. Exactement. continuons. Où est-ce qu'on doit aller? Waouh! Tout là-haut? Direct? Ça m'étonne un peu. Il y a quoi d'autre à faire? On a les quêtes principales, une chercheuse aux portes, parler à Maria, à la couronne de la mer. Il y a celui-là, là, je crois que c'est moins loin. C'est pas beaucoup moins loin, mais c'est moins loin. Là, il y a une chasse. Ok. Bon. On va se barrer d'ici. Oh! Ah, peut-être ce que j'ai besoin. Os de sanglier, parfait. Donc. En niveau 4, ah bon, on peut déjà le faire. C'est le max. Ok, bah on a fait le max, parfait. Parfait, parfait. En termes de ressources, on est tranquille comme ça. Nickel. Nickel chrome. C'est exactement ce que je voulais. Je t'ai entendu. Flèche de feu, ça fait le taf quand même. Hein. Soyons francs. Hop. Un raton laveur. Encore un raton laveur. Une dinde. Ok, c'est pas ce qu'on veut. Un dindon. Paf le dindon. Attends, on est où là? Ok. Nous sommes dans une belle forêt. Ça fait le café les flèches de feu. Bah. Allons. Ah oui, là c'était le truc où on est allé les sauver. Très bien.
I said I'd meet Varl and Sona near Red Echoes.
La vengeance des Nora? Ah non, mais je veux pas activer cette quête là, moi. Je suis sur une autre quête. c'est quoi? Un renard. Très bien. Ok, ça c'est attrapé. Ah, il y a des bêtes. Attends, c'est là-bas, hein. On a dit qu'on allait. Affirmatif. C'est tellement efficace les flèches de feu. J'adore. Ok. Un lapin.
This'll last.
Est-ce que ça m'a donné ce que je voulais? Je ne crois pas. Ah si, peut-être. Yes, une peau de renard. Cool. Un os de renard. Bah voilà, c'est parfait. C'est exactement ce qui me manquait, je pense. Pas du tout. Putain, c'est du lapin qu'il me faut. Ah, il me faut des éclats de métal. Ah ouais, il me faut plein d'éclats de métal en fait. J'avais pas fait gaffe, mais... Il me faut de la peau de dinde aussi, putain. Peau de raton. Ouais, il me faut tout quoi. Ok. On va arrêter de faire de la merde. Hein. Go.
Mind those rocks on the bottom.
Tiens, chais. Très bien. C'est quoi ça? Un galopeur. Tout simplement. On est du bon côté, il faut qu'on aille tout droit.
You're alert.
C'est bon, je pense que je leur ai montré qui c'était le patron. Ils me casseront pas les couilles. Là, il y a des quêtes. Ah oui, là il y a plein de quêtes en fait. Faut éviter de tomber bêtement. Ah ouais, plein de quêtes. Waouh, des tonnes de trucs. Trop bien.
Mother's crown. Feels more like a military camp. I bet this village has seen better days.
My own
So
downfall.
many wounded.
Should have got out of there quick.
Tribe. What happened to you, Hunter? Are you all right?
Oh, I'm grateful for this wound. It's a lesson I won't forget. And you should heed it too.
How's that?
I was chasing a galloping grazer, so intent on my prey that I didn't see where I was going. Right to the threshold of a cauldron.
A cauldron? What's that?
Ah, you're from inside the embrace, so you've never seen one. A cauldron is a sort of door, I guess. No one knows what lies beyond. Some say machines are made inside. Others think they're dens of evil, where the spirits of the metal devils linger. Same thing, I suppose. Whatever they are, they're forbidden.
You mentioned a lesson before. What did that wound teach you?
As I stood before the cauldron, my prey scampered off, and I stared, dumb with wonder. For a moment, I was a child again, wrapped from stories told by hunters at the campfire. I had a powerful desire to see what was inside. That's when the Watcher attacked. Cauldrons are guarded, you see. I barely fought it off, and got this scrape as a reminder. There's a reason the matriarchs forbid those places, and not just because they're dangerous. We weren't meant to see what's inside. I'll never waver again. This scar will see to that.
But for a moment you felt something. A sense of discovery. Are you so sure that's a bad thing?
Has to be, right? Or I wouldn't have been punished.
Ouais.
Where can I find this cauldron?
My point is that you shouldn't.
Then describe the place I should avoid.
You're a clever one. But not so clever as to heed my warning, I see. Fine, you're grown. I can't stop you. It's dead north of here, past the red drifts, built into the side of a mountain. Just remember, I told you to stay away.
Ouais, tu m'avais dit de pas y aller, t'inquiète. Je vais pas y aller.
They made her a seeker. Come here, girl. Let's have a look at you.
Curiosities for dreamers.
You're the seeker. The one who was an outcast. My hunting party. My party has... You fought the killers, didn't you? The ones that attacked in the proving. You saved many lives.
I wish I could have saved everyone.
Did you... How far did you follow the killers?
What are you getting at? Are you worried your hunting party has been killed?
There are worse things than being killed.
What's worse than being killed?
I'm not like you. I can't live as an outcast. I'm afraid. My friends went into the ruins. I can't go there, or I will be cast out. But I can't abandon them either.
What was your hunting party doing?
After the proving, we were so angry. We wanted to strike back. And those corrupted machines left tracks we could follow. We caught up to them at dusk. We fought with all our burning hatred. But in the dark and chaos, I couldn't see everything. They stampeded, and then I was alone. I ran back here, but my party is...
Your party is...
gone.
Tell me what you want. Speak plainly.
Find my friends. We were so eager to fight the corrupted machines, we didn't realize we'd reached the edge of the ruins. You're a seeker. You can enter Devil's Thirst without judgment. But please, have pity on us. Don't tell anyone we were there.
You have nothing to worry about on that end, trust me. I'll see what I can do about your friends.
Ok.
Corruption spreading across the land, and now the valley's sealed off.
Next time, I'll remember what we introduced.
Brave! Mother's crown could make use of your bow.
Me?
Well, you are a brave, aren't you? We need boar skins. Our Stitcher works his hands raw, repairing cloaks and armor. There's good boar hunting to the east, past the falls. But there's a machine out there now. When I saw it, I dropped the hunt, ran for cover, knocked an arrow, but then I...
No shame in living to fight another day.
No, it's... my ring had come loose. That was my luck in the wild. My mother's prized from a machine's jaws long past.
You put that much trust in a ring?
After all that's happened, I need luck as much as the tribe needs those skins.
I'll see what I can find.
If you can help, you have my thanks. I'll be at the campfire when you come by again.
Ok.
Oh, it's you. The outcast turned seeker. I've heard you're good with bow and spear. Some even say you're the best.
I think I hear a challenge in there somewhere, and I'm not interested. I have more important things to do.
Oh, I see. The seeker doesn't have time for us lesser Nora. Too busy hunting machines and marauders. Well, I can't claim to have faced the corrupted or danced with demons, but I have earned a few sons at the hunting grounds at Valley Meet. Have you? Or maybe your seeking hasn't taken you that far.
You went to a hunting grounds in Valley Meet. Is that even in the Sacred Lands?
Depends on who you ask. It used to be ours, but since the Red Raids ended, the border is a bit unclear. Most Nora don't go there, but the matriarchs won't cast anyone out for heading that way. As for the hunting grounds, the keeper's a Karja. He can't refuse anyone the trials, but don't come on too strong. He's so afraid of the Nora, he might jump out of his skin.
How did you win those sons?
I took down machines with 3 different types of arrows: freeze, shock, and fire. If you aim to take a trial, you'd better come equipped. But I'm sure a seeker is always prepared, right?
Do you try to provoke everyone you talk to?
Only seekers with red hair and big reputations.
And how often do they come around?
You're the first I've seen today. If your seeking takes you to the hunting grounds, see if you can earn a blazing sun. If you do, you'll know you beat me.
Consider it done.
Ok. J'ai dû récupérer toutes les quêtes, je pense. Ouais, ça a l'air. Je pourrais presque récupérer un feu qui est là. Voilà, c'est fait. Donc ça, c'est plus à faire, c'est cool. Ok, il y a une zone corrompue. C'est marrant, on peut monter là-haut. Il y a quoi? Bon, on verra plus tard. On va aller rendre la quête qui était là.
Curiosities for dreamers.
The Karja border is sealed.
The girl with the mark of a seeker. The Sentinel saw you coming.
You're Maria. Varl told me you'd know the way to Meridian.
The Karja capital. West will take you to it, but their soldiers will stop you long before you get there.
They can try.
No, what I mean is there's a Karja fort that guards the pass between east and west. Word is the Karja have sealed the gate out of fear of the corrupted machines infesting our sacred land.
So if I clear out the corrupted machines, they'll open the border?
I suppose. But I can't spare any braves to help you.
Who said I needed help?
You'll clear the valley, all by yourself.
I'm good with a bow.
For your sake? Better than good, I hope.
So I'll find this Karja fort to the west? And beyond that, Meridian?
Yes, the Karja call the place Day Tower. It's not far from the Forsaken Village.
What Forsaken Village?
It had a name once, not that it matters now. I was born there.
What happened to it?
The war. The Karja destroyed in one of their red raids. I was 15 at the time. I got away, others weren't so lucky. The Nora withdrew to this place, Mother's Crown. Relinquished our claim on the valley. Even now, with the war behind us, we've left the valley be. A kind of buffer between the Sunlim and our sacred land.
How far has the corruption spread?
I've seen it myself in machines at the head of the valley, and there's been word of corrupted machines in the south, too. Whatever the corruption is, it doesn't just affect machines. It burns flesh and sickens the injured.
Do the corrupted machines have any weaknesses?
Fire seems to affect them more than ordinary machines. A small mercy. This is a curse only the goddess can lift.
Unless we find out what's behind it and put a stop to it.
The matriarchs have spoken, Aloy. All we can do is fight, and pray to the goddess.
Mother's crown guards the edge of the sacred land, right? So do you see a lot of foreigners here?
Yes. Not here in the village itself, of course, but in the valley beyond. Since the war ended, foreigners have been allowed in the valley, and Nora can trade with them, if they choose. It's a kind of in-between place, neither foreign nor sacred land. If you're curious, visit Hunter's Gathering. It's little more than a heap of dingy shelters and tents, but foreigners use it as a way station.
Sounds like a place where I could find out more about Meridian. So you're in charge of the defenses here?
Mother's crown defends itself. During the war, it survived 15 assaults, broke 3 invasions. We will endure.
Trying to live up to glorious pasts has a way of getting people killed.
You wouldn't know this, but I won the proving the year I ran. Like you, I started off behind, had to find a shortcut. I barely made it, crossed the finish line with a broken ankle.
This isn't the proving, Maria. This is real.
You missed my point. Getting posted to Mother's crown? It was the boon I requested. My prize for winning. Trying to live up to the glory of the Nora hasn't killed me yet. But if it has to, I'm willing.
Okay.
I should be going.
All right. Be careful out there, Aloy. I hope you find whatever it is you're after.
Our mother has forsaken us. We hope
Some
to be
things
saved.
are beyond our ken.
Ok, on a des zones corrompues à sécuriser. Putain, c'est loin. Mais ok. Très bien. Donc. Qu'est-ce qu'on a de mieux ici? Ok. On a des tâches à faire. On a une zone de chasse. Waouh. Déjà qu'on n'était pas chaud sur la première, alors la deuxième on n'en parle même pas. Et on a un creuset à faire. Ok. Cool. Et ben on va s'arrêter là sur ce. On a pas mal avancé, c'était cool. Merci d'avoir suivi le live. Merci à KNXGG d'avoir follow. Merci Darkwong d'être passé. Blaskovic, à bientôt. Et puis on se retrouve pour la suite d'Horizon Zero Dawn dans pas longtemps je pense. Allez, des bisous.